In this continuing discussion with Alex Yu of Yu Hotels, we touch on the climate of competition within the hot thriving community of Poblacion Makati. Alex is both magnanimous and gracious in acknowledging the successes and efforts of the competition around the area. In a revealing answer, he brings out the importance of humility and honesty in dealing with any and all customer complaints. This is especially important in the age of social media, where a reckless or impulsive dissing of an establishment can make or break it. I think what Alex has got going from here is his no-nonsense conviction to deal with all concerns head-on with no excuses.
For you guys being number one, you're setting the bar high. You're leading the race. How do you keep and maintain that lead? That, you know what I mean? Do you bring about new products, new innovations, new activities?
Well, I have to mention that I think other hotels are doing very good as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody's doing a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's trying to be the best that they can be. So that's why now Poblacion is the top of mind choice for travelers flying into Manila.
Mm-hmm.
So, in terms of how we keep our spot in the market,
Mm-hmm.
well, we try to be, again, as consistent as we can be, and we don't compromise our standard.
Mm-hmm.
We don't try to cut corners
Yeah.
or, try to cheat customers. We don't do that.
Okay, so when it comes to standards and stuff, rates-wise, do you study the rates of the competition?
Well, of course, that's a given.
Yeah.
And we try to be as competitive as we can. But of course, we cannot price as low as those who are
Because that's
offering
the
less
next
than us.
idea that they're going to try to do. Okay, how do we beat them? We're trying to lower the price.
Well, I challenge the travelers, the potential market, to check our prices and see if we're competitive and reasonable, and if they're getting the best bang for their buck.
Wow.
I think they'll be in for a surprise.
And they'd be like, will we send over a bowl of just noodles if you could show us?
We can do
that kind of stuff. Okay, so when it comes to retaining the employees there, you treat them well and all that, and the core values of everything. And then when it comes to retaining the people to come back after they do check in, how about bad experience? How do you guys deal with it when it comes to it?
Oh, we try to address it in the most humblest and sincerest way possible. I think that's the only way to do it. To be honest about it if you make a mistake, to be humble enough to admit it, and to be open enough to correct it.
And in times of social media now, do you have any advice for people out there who's running a business that if they stumble upon, sometimes people take a picture of this and that, how does an organization, how should they handle a troubleshooting area when it comes to that? Like a challenge.
I think social media has brought a lot of transparency in terms of doing business. Well, I think it's both good and bad because hotel owners like us get to know what's happening inside the hotel real time based from our guests. So I think that's a good thing. In terms of handling it, again, I think nothing beats honesty, humility, and being open to correct whatever mistake was done.
And it's as simple as that. If there's something done there,
I think most humans or most travelers are very reasonable. They know that everybody makes a mistake, and as long as the property or the management is willing to correct it, and I think most of them are very willing to give the property or the management a chance.
What's the greatest story that or greatest situation that you've ever come to hear at Yu Hotel so far?
There are many.
Was it ever like online? You're like, ooh, thanks. Do you give them a complimentary stay or something? You reward them?
Actually, we write them a sincere letter from the manager. I think more than any free stuff or whatever, really a very sincere letter from the management is what really touches the heart of the guest. Knowing that we're listening, knowing that we understand what they're looking for, knowing that we're open to improve, to innovate.
On our next episode, we get to talk a little more about the crucial role of nation building and how business owners and more insightful government officials must actively participate in it, if only for their own benefit. If poblacion stakeholders and authorities get with the program, it could very well be the determining factor for whether poblacion thrives and, more importantly, whether it endures.